Hello. If everyone who is here right now could just send a message in chat, that would help me a lot, because I need to know if there's enough people to start playing Jackbox. That was Professor Frankly from the new Thousand Year Door, the remake version. I think I like the old version better, being honest. This is my first time hearing it. I was like, I'll put on the new one. I don't know about that. Ooh, I'm tired. Yes, hello Lucy. See if anyone else is here. Well, maybe I'll send a message in the Discord. Maybe that'll help. You know, I was thinking the other day, I should upload those cartoon things that are right now only on the Discord for members only. Because, I mean, I don't see why not. Just make them easier to access. And if they get copyright claimed, doesn't really matter if they're members only. That was too quiet, but I already turned the music off, so not much I can do with that. Oh, great. 15 updates to Discord. Ugh. Still haven't figured out how to unzip a file. Well, it'll be brand new for you then when they do end up here. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Let me find some music. Nope, shouldn't go to YouTube Studio. I will turn it down though, because it's probably going to be pretty loud. Then again, it's always really quiet, so maybe I'll go a little bit louder than I normally would. We have Homestuck music for 30 minutes, sure. You'll have to let me know if you can still hear me over that. At a decent volume. That is the quality. By the way, my computer crashed 3 times while trying to start this stream. But I figured it out, and you know what? Apparently it was Elgato's driver. So I can talk more about that. I was almost... It's funny how that happens. That was probably too quiet. Who cares? Okay. What I was saying was, when I started up the stream today, it crashed 3 times, but it was only whenever I opened OBS, which was genuinely what was happening before, too. So I was like, what the hell is happening here? But finally, I think I figured it out for good, hopefully. Apparently, Elgato, like the capture card I use for Switch games and stuff, had an outdated driver somehow. Even though when I got the new driver, it said, you've already got this driver, want to reinstall it? That worked though, so something must have happened to it. Anyway, in the end, it fixed it, so. I have something in my inbox? What do I have in my inbox on Discord? Oh, Lucy accepted my friend request. Yeah, okay, I knew that. Members only. I should get the link though. Maybe I still have it. Actually, I don't think I've copy and pasted anything since then. Yeah, true. See if that awakens anyone. It is the middle of the week, though, so I kind of understand. Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. That's already out? I thought it was coming out. It makes sense, though. Like, everything has 8 episodes these days. It's, a problem, honestly. What are you supposed to get done in 8 episodes? Imagine if, like, I don't know, Adventure Time only had 8-episode seasons? That'd be horrible. You'd have to split it into, like, because there's usually, like, 20 or more episodes in each of those seasons. So it'd have 23 or so seasons. Probably more than that. That's crazy. Stupid. You know, there is something we could do. Just the two of us. We could play Codenames. They've in 8 episodes they've only got past the intro. Yikes. And done the first quest, I guess. In a mountain. Or something. That's all I remember. Well, I'm gonna load it. Because I don't think there's a single Jackbox game you can play with 2 players. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, they're making an app. Good for them. I guess we'll go full settings. We could play in French. No, thank you. So, how do I do this? Ooh, dark mode. Oh. Ugly. Sorry. Try to find the link. There it is. So if you click on that link, it'll take you to a web page. Shocking, I know. Almost. Why is it like slightly not quite perfect? It's kind of annoying. Okay. And so the basic point of the game. I have to grab my phone actually now because I can't see chat. The basic point of the game is you're going to send a clue and I'm going to try to guess what the words are. So. Oh, actually, I forgot. Hold on. We want this for 2 players. Did I not? I don't think I did that right. I think I have to start it all over again. It's never easy, you know? It's mostly my fault. Whatever. We're not picking the right rules anyway. There we go. Because you need an operative in that one. stop. Okay. Now this link should work. So if you click that, where's TierMaker? There it is. You're gonna come to this screen. And if you join a side, it's gonna give you a bunch of words, right? And the goal of the game is basically to put in a clue that'll allow me to pick as many of those words as possible. So say I had like tank, missile, and I don't know, sumo. I could do like fighting and try to get those 3 words, but it has to be a 1-word clue. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So you're on B, which means I have to go on A. It is going to show the clues on screen, so you're going to have to look away from the screen, Lucy. But to be fair, you'll be playing the game, so it shouldn't matter. Yourself. Anyway. Whenever you're ready to send a clue, you can just send it. If you don't get there, I'll get there first. Pretty sure that's how you spell that. How do you know what the words are? So the words you're trying to get me to guess are green for you. And the words that are black are bombs. So if you make me, well, okay, if you put a clue and I click one of those because I think it's part of the clue, then we die. So your goal is just to get me to click as many green words on your screen as possible. The green words on my screen are different from the ones on your screen. So don't even look at mine. It'd be cheating anyway, but you know. Oh, sorry, I should have told you that. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you can get them next time. But you have to click on the word, and then if you like click on one side, it like pins it so that if there were other people playing with us, for example, they could be like, oh yeah, you're probably right. And then if you click on the other side of the card, it'll actually guess it. And then you end guessing when you're done. So it doesn't really matter. You can grab them next turn if you think they're still the ones. I think we have... I don't know, 8 turns? Is that what it is? No? Even if you can just get 2, that'll probably be good enough. Sometimes they get hard, alright? I can tell you there's a few on mine that I'm very unsure of how to get anywhere with those 2. What do the numbers mean? Okay, right. So if you type your clue in, then you say how many words the clue corresponds to. So when I put cologne 3, that means I think there's 3 words on the board that correlate to cologne. So that's basically you're telling the other person how many you want them to guess. And it limits, like, if you put cologne 3, then you can only guess 3 plus 1 guesses before you're out of time and have to pass it over to the other person. guess I should also say, if you get the wrong answer, oh, okay, they have a little hand mark on there now. So if you just click on the card, then it'll give you the little, oh, I think that. But if you click on the hand, then it'll actually guess it. So Harry. Well, yeah. I guess because you're not looking at the screen, I should probably elaborate on what I'm saying. Probably beard, probably panda. I don't know what else. It's not like the Loch Ness Monster is Harry. Hey, there you go. Well, I'll click beard. That seems like the best one, and I'll click panda. Alright, so now I'm done. I'll just give you cologne back, and then you can just do that one. I spelled it differently. I spelled it wrong this time. It's okay. Spray. Smell it. Perfect. Love. Honestly, not a bad one. All those cologne commercials. But yeah. Unfortunately, not what I had in mind. Now I have to try to think of another clue after yours here. Which gets a little harder. Now, would that happen to be? Well, it's only two. I feel like sumo makes the most sense for fighting, right? Although tank and missile obviously also makes sense, since that was my example. That's a pretty big stretch. You can fight a ghost, and like you fight ghosts in games all the time, but. Also, I can't click... Oh no, I can click love. You can also have a fight. But I'm gonna click sumo, first off. I'm gonna guess it's probably tank fight? Okay. Brilliante. Now I have to say something. Yeah, that's hard. Because I have an idea, but... yeah, that doesn't work because of a certain other word on the board. It's unfortunate. I guess that can work. Okay. I think. Kiwi, nice. Yeah, that was the one I was hoping you weren't gonna click. Is there banana juice? I guess technically there must be, right? Water, okay. Well, this is interesting. Well, speaking of, you water your garden, to be fair. And then, of course, a drop of water. Your mouth can water. And also there's a river mouth. I'm gonna assume well, because that seems like the most obvious pick. Okay. And then drop, mouth, garden. Or Loch Ness. Actually, that's just a lake. It's probably Loch Ness. Hopefully? Oh, hey, nice. Okay. Do I just try to get the other two words and then leave you with juice for the two that... Yeah, maybe. We have 3 turns left. It's definitely doable. How do I get... without getting... Okay. This should be easy, but the problem is all the words to describe this have the words in them. Which is kind of cheating. I think that's the best I can do. If you can get these two for tell, then you can also try to get an extra one from juice with your extra guess. Mouth, strings, alright. Cricked my neck the wrong way. Yeah, I was thinking you might get that. I just thought the other one might be more obvious, but you know, sometimes you just don't think about it until it's too late. Paper. Well, I'm gonna assume it's scroll. Could it be anything else? I don't think so. Alright. Oh, dear. Hold on. Did I miss any words yet? I don't think so. 2, 2, 2. Okay. Because we've got 2 turns left. I think this is one of them. So if we switch back to me... Oh, I think we would get one more round. I just wouldn't get any more guesses from you. So, I might have to throw out a random guess. Did I... Well, also, one of our words could overlap, so I'm just going to end guessing. And we'll find out. Alright. How do I get these 3? I have an idea, but the problem is, what word do I use to describe it? I don't think that really works. Okay, well this isn't one word, but it is a proper noun, so I think that works. Oh no, I can't do that because of something else. No! Oh. Yeah, that's, well, actually there's another word on there, but I don't know if... You probably can't click it, actually. Maybe? Okay, wait. Will that work? Maybe it'll work. Who knows? Do keep in mind, there's 1 extra one on the board for mouth that you haven't found yet, and 2 for juice that you haven't found yet. And I guess maybe 1 for cologne as well. So if that can influence your guessing, that might be helpful at this point in time. Now that Sphinx is off the board, maybe this will work. If something is a bomb for you, can you guess it? Yes, it's just that I can't guess it. Sometimes it's hard too, because you see those bomb words and you just look over them half the time. You're like, I don't have to think about that. That's why I looked over Loch Ness for so long. Before clicking it for water. I could say that because it doesn't matter anymore. Story, okay. Nice. One more. That's fair. There is a legendary garden that's fairly well known. Okay, so sudden death turn. You have a last chance, an unlimited number of guesses, but no one can give any more clues. Both sides. The first wrong guess ends the game. Okay, so we have to be very careful. We both have, like, basically 1 guess left. We just have to figure out what we're doing. So, trying to think of something that's impossible to connect to scroll. It doesn't connect to paper, water, fight, or Harry. So missile's off the board, right? For me, because obviously, it won't even let me put little things on there anymore. Never mind. Okay. You got it. Okay, nice. Yeah, drop was for cologne, like, you know, it's a little drop of it on you. And then obviously drop of juice, it's like, yeah, water. And then like a legendary drop from a loot box. Those were my 3 thoughts anyway. So now I have to figure this out. I don't think it can be missile. Will it let me do this now? No. Okay, because that would go with fight, right? I don't think it can be tin, because that could go with paper. Like, you know, the tin foil. It's kind of like, I don't know. There's at least something there. I feel like you can connect them together. So it's attic, mile, or mine. Mine also kind of works with fight, now that I think about it, with like the war stuff, but I don't, it's probably not. It wasn't part of my original example, so it's probably not that. I think, because you could do... yeah, attic is pretty hard. I don't know how you could combine any of these words with attic. I feel like mile and mine are way easier. So probably attic? No. That was a bomb. So which was the last word? Which was the one I didn't get? It was banana? Oh, I can click the words that you... Oh. Well. I probably should have known that. I wasn't even considering those ones. Dang. Well, alright. I have a feeling nobody else is coming, so... Do you want to play again, or what? We could do tier lists, too. Only message logged in the chat. It was banana. Go again? Okay. Confirm table reset. Here we go. Start new game. So same sides. I'll be A. UBB. And we will see. So yeah, that is our turn counter there. Beside the green card that shows how many agents we have left to guess correctly. There's 9 turns. Your first class is at 11:30? Massive! Like 11:30 as in 24 minutes? Anyway, I'll guess on massive. Mars is pretty massive. A centipede has a massive number of legs. Whales are massive. Space is massive. swamps are notably shrinking. Massive thumb? Okay, no. I think it's gotta be those three. I'm gonna start with space as the most massive. Mars is the second most massive. And whale is the third most massive. Wow, that was a good one. If only I had one that was that good. I do not. I think this does work. I could do the proper noun version too. As in the video game. Sure. I just realized, surely there aren't. Wow, this will find out. Boom, very nice. Tails! Not quite. Only one tail, but he'll get there. And if you don't know about the third one, you can always just end guessing and save it for later. And look back and be like, oh yeah, there was one more Sonic at the end. Kick! Hey, you got it! Sonic, surprisingly, is very kick-based in a lot of the... Well, I guess it's not that surprising, but you know, he's usually spinballing and stuff. But in like Smash and any other game where he fights, it's like, yeah, he kicks a lot. Dive kicks, grounded kicks, aerial kicks. And he has sidekicks too. Right. Well, lighthouse, right? Bright theater? Theaters, they darken the lights usually, but before that, I guess you could say maybe the screen is bright, that too. What else is bright? I guess a greenhouse is kind of bright. They got all those growth lamps in there, right? Definitely lighthouse. I feel like if it was lighthouse and greenhouse, it would be an easier way to say that. So I'm gonna go with theater and hopefully not die. Whew, okay. Let's see. What can I do now? Well, that's a problem. But is it worth just doing it anyway? Probably. Now, which one of them's the problem? Oops, you found it. I kind of knew that was going to happen, but you know. Now you know. The other two. I guess brush could have also been wet. Nail. File. Nail. I guess brush does kind of work. Do llamas have nails? I don't think so. I don't think that's true. Nurses probably do, but I don't think you can have, like, anything on your nails if you're working as a nurse. I guess you wear the gloves all the time, so maybe you could. A thumb has a nail. Okay, I got it. I got it. Went all the way around on that one. Okay. 4 turns left. We got this in the bag. How do I combine these two? Yeah, I don't know. It seems pretty hard. Okay. No, that is that gonna work? No, it will not work. Okay. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna do a 1 word. We got 4 turns. This should be fine. I'll give you 3 so you can get the wet ones, okay? And it's just gonna be Is that what that's called? I think so. Well, I'm gonna do this. Hopefully you understand what I mean. So 2 of those are for the wet clue. Yeah. Professionally done. Well, there we go. I got 1 word left, and we got to get your 1 word left. In 3 turns. You think we can do it? Tooth. Shark have tooth. Toothbrush. So nail brush would have actually worked. That's funny. Okay. My brain's not 100% working because I just got home today, like an hour ago. But pretty sure. Nice. I was trying to figure out how I could do smuggler and shoulder, and I'm like, well, you know, in like a cartoon, they put that money bag over their shoulder, but I'm like, how do I say that? That's like impossible. Well done. Well, if your class is starting soon, I don't mind ending. I really don't. It's okay. And if you need to work on your essay as well, I wouldn't want to keep you. We did some brain exercises with code names. Now you'll be all ready to go. Starting in 12 hours. Oh, I see. Well, you know, that's nothing. We'll play 1 more games of code names and we'll be right at that. Yeah. Um, have I actually been live for almost an hour? How is that possible? Oh, because of the pre-stream. But still, that was only like 4 minutes. It's crazy. Let's do like some tier lists or something. Something a little less brain intensive for me. Any suggestions? There's every Pokemon. Roblox styles, 50 plus. I think Tier Maker 1 is the wrong one. I think it's Tier Maker 2. Hold on. Yeah, I think this is the right one. Holiday? Well, there's not very many of them, but okay. Well, maybe if it gives us a whole bunch of them. Hatoful boyfriend, why? Best holiday tier list. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, Independence Day is irrelevant to me. So is President's Day. Don't have that here. Sorry. Pretty sure we don't have MLK Day either. Or Memorial Day. We've got similar holidays, I guess I could rank. We don't have Columbus Day, that's for sure. I was gonna say, is there only Father's Day and no Mother's Day? What's this? Oh, this is probably New Year's. Okay, I think everything else we have here in Canada. April Fool's Day. That's a D-tier holiday. Because it's not a holiday, and nobody ever does anything fun for it. I feel like maybe you'll get one... I don't think this is the right tier maker. You'll maybe get like 1 or 2, this is right, good things from it. Like a couple interesting tweets. And that's it. Well, surprisingly, all the ones with the American flag on them are exclusive. Also, I don't think we have Flag Day either. What does Flag Day... What do you do on Flag Day? Genuinely asking. I've never heard of this. Is it just like the day that they made the American flag? And so it's like, it's Flag Day, and you don't actually do anything for it. Kind of like April Fool's Day. I have to imagine. Groundhog Day is at the same level. It's a gimmick at best. It's not a holiday, it's a gimmick. Okay? Actually, maybe I'll switch Veterans Day for Memorial Day, because we have Remembrance Day, which is kind of the same thing. Alright. Easter is, I think, the epitome of like a middle tier. I don't want double S tier. I really don't need that. A middle tier holiday, because it's fun when you're a kid, but like, you know, it's like, it's basically just an excuse for chocolate, right? You put up flags, covers all flags, but it's when the US flag is made. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Where it's like, you're not actually into the whole holiday spirit. Does anyone have Easter spirit? I don't think so. I think they just like have dinner and eat chocolate, which is totally fine. It's a real holiday, I'll give it that, but it's not like a good holiday, you know? Like, compared to Christmas and Halloween, which have like a whole mythos around them. And I can say the same for New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve anyway. I don't know, like, New Year's Day is technically a holiday, but like, not really. It's like a recovery day. New Year's Eve is the real holiday. St. Patrick's Day is almost a fake holiday, but at least people actually do something for it. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see exclusive drinks and stuff. You don't get, like, April Fool's Day items at restaurants or, like, Groundhog Day items at restaurants. Easter lunch? Wait, is that something you do? Up here, well, at least in my family, I don't know, maybe it's different for other people on the other side of the country. We just have Easter dinner. What's Easter lunch? I guess the other thing Easter does have is it is technically like a whole weekend. But, you know, Christmas is like a whole season, so... And Halloween's a whole month. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe New Year's is A tier. Because these two, like, dominate the collective consciousness when they're happening. Whereas New Year's just, like, a fun one-day thing. Which I can kind of say for Valentine's Day, too. And we'll put Father's Day and Mother's Day in there as well. We should import the, like, Japanese holidays that are, like, Boys' Day and Girls' Day. So that, you know, it's not just Father and Mother's Day. Black Friday is like, I hate to even call it a holiday. It's kind of a fake holiday, but at least something happens on it. You know what I mean? Like, something does also happen on Groundhog Day, but like, you'll get like one quip about it, maybe with like coworkers or something. Whereas Black Friday is like it's a bigger event. Something actually happens. Everyone else shows up for Easter lunch because that's when little kids do stuff and then leave before the evening. You know, that does make sense. The way we do it, or at least, again, the way we do it where I live anyway, in Canada, is you go out for Easter and do like the Easter egg hunt or whatever. There'll usually be like a community thing in the park or something like that. Or you can just do it at your house, obviously. And then after that, you come home, and then it's like the dinner where family would come over or whatever. Probably not even on the same day. This is what I mean when I'm like, it's the whole weekend. Because, like, there's Easter Friday and Easter Monday, right? And Sunday. They're not all holidays. I think only Easter Monday is the holiday. I could be wrong. Anyway, like, holiday off of work, you know what I mean? But on that weekend, you have the dinner, and then somewhere in there, there's an Easter egg hunt, and that's, like, it. So maybe Easter's a bigger deal in America. I don't know. Dios de los Muertos. I hate to put it in D tier because it is a real holiday. It just doesn't happen in Canada. So maybe it goes down here with these ones. We just don't have a Spanish population like you guys in the States do to the same level, right? We have a French population, but they don't like us, so we don't really get any of that outside of Quebec. Remembrance Day, it's tough, right? Because a lot does happen on Remembrance Day, and I do think it is important, obviously. Like, obviously honoring people who fought, it's a noble thing to do. But also just teaching kids about what happened, like history. Having a whole day about teaching kids the history of the wars is a pretty good idea, honestly. Because, yeah, they can sit through it and, I don't care. But then, you know, there's a whole day where they have to think about it and remember that, like, oh, yeah, maybe, you know, we should try not to do that again as a society. I wish Labor Day actually meant anything. Does anything actually happen on Labor Day in the States? Up here, it's just like the mark that school's gonna start soon. Because ours is in September. It's coming up pretty quick. Everybody gets a day off work, and that's pretty much it. That's all it's good for. It feels like it should be a bigger deal, but it's not. Day of the Dead is 50% European technically, but located entirely in Mexico. Yeah. I mean, I've never seen a Day of the Dead celebration myself, so I don't know. I'm totally disconnected from that. Here, we'll do this, just in case anyone's confused. Thanksgiving is probably the hardest one to rank. Because on some levels, I feel like Thanksgiving does kind of have the same, like, cultural footprint as something like Halloween, at least. But then again, I feel like it's kind of like Valentine's Day, you know? It's tough. I think it probably makes more sense here, but it's like the top of this, you know? Like, it's very close to becoming its own big deal. Actually, I wonder if it is a bigger thing in the States, because our Thanksgiving takes place in October, whereas your guys' takes place in November. So it's kind of like Halloween and Thanksgiving overlap a bit. I wonder if it's different. Because Halloween's obviously a bigger deal than Thanksgiving. Just in terms of, like, again, cultural factor. The parade, dog show, dinners are Thanksgiving traditions. And see, other than the dinner, we don't have any of that up here, I don't think. I don't think we do a Thanksgiving Day parade in Canada. Maybe in Toronto. I don't know, but it's not like a thing that happens. You know what I mean? It's not a big thing everybody's tuning into, or like, yeah. Ours is a lot more low-key, which in some ways is actually nice, because the whole holiday is about, you should have dinner with your family. Which, you know, sometimes that's not great, but hey, at least it's not just like, you should buy things, please. Please, which is kind of what Valentine's Day is, but I respect Valentine's Day more than some people, I think, because I feel like, at least my generation, I don't know if this is actually true or not, but the people that I grew up with never took Valentine's Day very seriously, so now it's more fun, you know? Like, people still do stuff for Valentine's Day, but it's not this big thing where everyone's expecting a huge thing to happen, you know what I mean? Everybody's kind of like, it's Valentine's Day, whatever, so you just do something nice, and that's it. I don't even know what song this is from Homestuck. 3 in the Morning Aftermath. I've never heard of this, I don't think. Well, I've been live for an hour for sure now. So maybe we'll do one more. There was like, summer holiday? What is this gonna be? Oh, be on TikTok. Ah, okay. Did you know, this is, I don't know if this is a braggable thing to say, but I've only been on TikTok 2 times. One time was because I found out people were reposting the ASDF Danganronpa on there, and I was like, can you not do that? And then they did it anyway. And then the second time, I was like, I'm going to start a TikTok account because I have to in order to be successful on YouTube. And then I just never did. So, oops. Holiday foods. Oh. Oh my. Well, some of these are definitely not something I've ever had. But okay, I'll do this. Here. Disgusting. Spell that wrong on purpose so you know what I'm referencing. Stuffing is like definitely B tier. It's kind of nice it was the first thing on there, because yeah, he made one TikTok, Hulk power scaling. Was it that Hulk throws everybody into space and wins? I've only done it like one time with people where somebody was like, Superman versus the Hulk, who would win? Go. And I'm like, well, okay, they're like maybe matched in strength, but Superman can just throw the Hulk into space, and then I mean eventually the Hulk will probably come back, but you can just throw him into space again. You know, that's the only Hulk power scaling I've ever thought about. He can pretty much beat anybody in an even fight, right? So it really comes down to that kind of stuff. Stuffing's your favorite Thanksgiving food? I can see that because the problem is there's not a lot of other good Thanksgiving food. A lot of it is so old, it's like, well, obviously it's not that good anymore, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Apple pie, I love apple pie, but it's probably only A tier because pumpkin pie is the S tier. This is my favorite kind of pie. I don't think that's too controversial an opinion. It's kind of a normie opinion, probably. We don't really get great apple pies up here, I feel like. You know, it's not like a tradition to make apple pie up here, so it's just okay. But pumpkin pie, yum. I don't know what kietbular is. I'm pretty sure that's it. Maybe it's kietbular? I don't know. It kind of just looks like roasted potatoes in a pan, which would probably be fine. But I have no idea what it is, so I'm just going to leave it. Candied yams, I think. Sounds gross. Throw Hulk into space is also what the Marvel characters do. It's happened 8 times in the main continuity. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. It's the only answer you can do. What would happen if you threw Hulk into the sun, though? Hulk could probably survive, but I don't know. Candied yams. I was gonna put them in disgust hang because it sounds gross. I'm not a big fan of sweet savory combination. You know what I mean? Like ham is sweet meat. I don't like it. It's gross. Like this kind of ham, ugh. I don't really like ham sandwiches either, but that's slightly better. And then like once you get to like bacon, I'm fine. But this kind of like sweet honey ham is like I'm gonna throw up. Jellied cranberry. Now, I will say I've never had this, but that is also unnatural. I'm just going to put it in D tier, though. It'd probably be fine. It's just cranberries, right? I've also had cranberry sauce. It's not great. It's not my favorite. Sun has radiation which heals him, but heat that hurts him, so it's just really unpleasant. Oh, great. Wonderful. I'm not a huge fan of scalloped potatoes either. Sometimes they're okay, but ooh, they're kind of slimy. Yams and hams, both dudes here, yeah. Sparkling juice. This is kind of funny because it's like wine for kids, but it's okay. I also think wine is just okay. I'm not a wine freak, but I've had wine before. It's okay. Biscuits. Biscuits are pretty good. It's kind of hard to go wrong with a biscuit, so I think that helps it out a bit. Why does Brussels sprouts have the same picture as ketbular? Oh, because it's on here twice. Okay, so they screwed up and then fixed it. I see. Brussels sprouts, they're kind of B. No, they're C tier, I think. They're not really that bad. It's just the texture is gross. You know? That's, yeah. Mac and cheese, it's kind of I feel like a waste to have mac and cheese at your Thanksgiving dinner. Like, this is supposed to be the big fancy dinner and you're doing mac and cheese? It's good for kids, probably. I don't know. Maybe picky eaters as well. Turkey, I mean, that's the S tier of fancy dinners. It's good, alright? I also like smoked salmon. It's the only kind of fish that I've ever been like, oh, that's actually pretty nice. I'm not a big fish eater. I mean, I like shellfish, but not like salmon and stuff usually. Which I know it's sacrilegious, but I'll put it in A tier. Squash. I don't know that I've had squash. I'm sure I have, but I don't remember. So I'll put it in C. It's probably fine. Mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes are so simple, but they're also so good. They can round out pretty much any meal. At least any fancy meal like this. Because you're going to have a meat, you're going to have some vegetables, and then mashed potatoes just kind of finish it off, right? I like roasted vegetables a good amount. Can't really go wrong, usually. Green bean casserole sounds gross, man. Ew. Look at it. It looks like swamp water. I love getting the Thanksgiving was colonials and natives getting along when it's around the time schools teach about the Trail of Tears. Yeah, well, look, I'll give America this. At least they actually teach about it, you know? in Canadian schools, there's like it's a very Canadian thing, all right? I'll finish the list, then I'll talk about it. As a native adjacent person, I'll say dinner rolls are fine. They're like B, the epitome of fine. Rice pudding, creamed corn is, again, it's fine. Cabbage, yeah, sure. Corn, pretty good. Cornbread I've never had. I'm actually kind of interested in what that would taste like. So there's like kind of a joke about Canadian history. Green beans casserole's quality hinges on its texture. Oh, I see. Well, then it would probably be around these guys. Anyway, there's the joke about Canadian history that where Americans dealt with their history with guns and violence, Canadians dealt with it with drunken politics. And yeah, it kind of, it's true in this case as well, because there's no like big battles in Canada with Native Americans. Not really. I mean, I'm sure there were, but they're not like giant historicized events, right? So really all you learn about is residential schools, and the takeaway is just like, that was bad. So yeah, it's pretty great. I wish they'd actually teach any real Native American history. That'd be cool. Because like, what we learn about Egypt and Rome, why don't we learn about that? It was like, there were so many people in my college, like my university class, who did not know, or who were under the impression that British people brought farming to Native Americans. It's like, no, they knew how to do that. They just didn't do it in big, giant fields. You know what I mean? Like, how do you think they taught them how to cultivate corn and stuff? Like, I don't know. Anyway, here we are. Ham. I still want to know what this is. Maybe I'll search it up really quick. What is ketbular? Is that? No, that's... Oh, that is an O. It's kotjabar. I see. Which are apparently Swedish meatballs? What? Actually? Oh, but they're like covered in a sauce. I mean, they're probably good. It just looks gross because of all these like low saturation pictures under white lights. Yeah. I mean, it'd probably be good. It's just meatballs. Cornbread can be sweet, savory, crumbly, dense. If you try it and don't like it, odds are you'll like a different recipe. Weird. I just think it's funny that there's cornbread. I mean, I know it's not that crazy. There's like corn everything versions of like potato stuff and basically any other thing, because you can just get it. You can have cornmeal, so you can do whatever with it, same as flour or potato. I meant to say rice. Why did I say flour? Anyway. It's just funny to me. It's so American in my mind. Did you know there's currently a corn sweat humidity bubble headed to the east coast of the United States from like the giant cornfields in the middle of the United States, and probably in the prairies too. We have them in the middle of Canada. There was so much heat that they released so much humidity into the air that they just there's this huge humidity bubble headed to the east in like New York and stuff, and they're all worried because it's like, oh, we're gonna get a ton of rain and floods and stuff. It's like, wow, that's crazy. Most southern foods were just what they could figure out after not having slaves to cook for them. Oh boy. That's like the I wonder what that period was like. I mean, I know, but at the same time, that's such a funny idea of there being people who just spent their entire life without knowing how to do anything. I guess that still happens, to be fair. It's just instead of slaves, it's butlers and nannies and that kind of stuff. I don't know. Be interesting. Alright. Oh, there's a Canadian holiday one. What the hell is Civic Holiday? Oh, you have to see this picture for Canada Day. Can I open that in a new tab? No, I can't. Okay, hold on. At the very end here, they got the frickin' Queen holding the flag. So yeah, these are the holidays we have in Canada that you guys don't have. Wait, is this Canada Day? What is this? Because this looks like Canada Day to me. Oh, it might be like Victoria Day. Maybe that's why it's the Queen. That's another fake holiday. But we got Canada Day, which is just like Independence Day, but for Canada. This is Remembrance Day. With the poppies. I'm surprised that you guys don't have something like that too. Because before Remembrance Day in November, everybody wears a poppy for a while. As a symbol, there's a poem of all the people who died in the war. It's interesting that there's no equivalent. You'd think Americans would be the one to come up with something like that they could monetize, you know? There's Labor Day. Family Day. This is the newest holiday. New holiday dropped like 2 years ago. Not 2 years ago. It was probably like half a decade ago at this point. But they're just like, we don't have a holiday in the summer. We should have one. So we do now. Is it in May? I don't remember when it is. Again, it's kind of like one of those fake holidays where you get the day off work, but that's really it. I think, oh, that's why I don't remember. Family Day is on a different day in every province, depending on when they wanted to put it. Let's see. Let's see what day it is in all of them. Wait, it's called Louis Riel Day in, is that Manitoba? Yeah. Nova Scotia Heritage Day in Nova Scotia and Islander Day in Prince Edward Island. Actually, apparently it's in February everywhere. Am I thinking of something else that's in the summer now? Maybe I am. I think I am confusing with something else. Maybe it's Civic Holiday. I don't know what the hell that is. Also, March break is not a real holiday. Okay, yeah, that's on August 5th. Oh, it's a French holiday. No? Apparently it happens all over the place. It's just called different things. Oh, it's BC Day. Okay, it's called BC Day here. It's Terry Fox Day in Manitoba? That's kind of crazy. Poppy Day is grouped in with something else. Wait, really? You have the poppies, but it's not... Oh, interesting. You become the #1 fan. Well, are. There you go. Also, I just realized it's playing... Donkey Peacock Country Music now. Oh well. Well, I think that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed, Lucy, your own personal stream. Now watch, I'm going to press the end stream button, and I'm going to get 15 messages from Discord saying, "Oh, I missed it!" Apparently I live in a bad time zone for you guys. So it's just like, when I'm ready to stream, you're all ready to go to bed. Anyway, thanks for coming out. Bye.